Hey, what's poppin', guys? Sizzle here, doing Ryan Bronze GM 34. We got two endorsements from our last game, one just a second before recording this. I do wonder when he said report tank and then reports the whole team. I think that was the enemy team saying that. Let's see, report the whole team. This who? Who is this? Nah, that's just my team, man. Report that whole team. Interesting. I think the other guy said report tank as in report me because I'm like smurfing or whatever, but like, or maybe he thought his Orisa was throwing, but he wasn't doing shit on Bastion either, bro. In your private profile, it's like, I don't trust anything you have to say. If you have public profile, you put your money where your mouth is, it's like, you're still saying some weird shit, but at least I know where he's coming from, right? If you were a silver 3 DPS and you had that take, it's like, well, use the silver 3 DPS and he's having that take. But here it's like, this guy's probably bronze 5 as far as I'm concerned. I think even less of him. You're not the Phil guy that... Is it the Phil guy? Who said this shit? I don't know. Yeah, Phil. I think even less of him. Especially because he went bashing into Ryan and then lost anyway. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Either way, I've now said fuck enough to trigger the YouTube monetization demon, so this video will not be seen by anyone. it's actually something I've been dealing with more recently. I normally don't really care if I'm monetized or monetized too much. I mean, it's nice that I have monetization on this channel, but I didn't really ever think about it, and I've only gotten, I think, so far about $100 across everything I've done. But it is annoying when I have a video and there's like, oh, you said fuck 4 times in this video. It is now automatically demonetized by YouTube, and you just... Yeah, I don't give a shit if I'm getting 5 or 6 cents from my video. It's like, who cares? It's not. It's never been demonetized, to be fair. Actually, it's always limited ads, but that basically means your video will not be seen by anyone. You get like this yellow YouTube monetization symbol, and that just kills off all the views you had. Which is kind of unfortunate. Had that happened recently, I made like a video where I did like a custom game where you basically got multiple different heroes' abilities all onto one character. And that 40-minute long video, before it even went live, like when I had it scheduled to upload, it was already yellow. Because normally it happens after the upload. Like, they let me get, like, my 20 views or whatever, and then they hit me with the limited ads. And it's like, what is the point of doing that? But whatever. You do, you. But yeah, I just thought I'd rant about that a little bit on this video that no one else will see for that same reason. Because it's like what happens is I get my 20 views, they give me my limited ads or whatever. And then when I have limited ads, it stays at 20 views. And videos that had 5 views but stayed monetized, sometimes in the future get like 50 views. What? Did he even know I was here? I really can't tell. But yeah, it's like, that shit's really annoying. Mainly because I don't want to self-censor. I don't care to do it. I'm not in this for the money, I'm in this for the fun. I mean, obviously if I can get money, I'm not gonna say no. And that's why I am monetized. But, like, I could care less. For me, it's about, like, I like when people like my shit. Feels good. It's like, oh man, I recorded myself playing tank for 30 minutes and someone said I love watching these videos. It's like, holy shit, dude. I must be a really good tank. But, like, at least somewhat entertaining. But it's hard to tell with all this limited ad bullshit. And the main thing I know is, I read somewhere in the YouTube rules at some point, because I read them over to make sure I could appeal everything, and I wouldn't get my channel fucked by appealing the monetization thing. And I read somewhere it's like, yeah, if you say the word fuck, like, 2 times in the first 30 seconds, like, the whole video just gets instant limited ads. I'm like, why? What is the point in that? Who really cares? Like, obviously advertisers do, but I really don't think it's that bad. I think if anything, it's just like, I don't know, have people that want to give ads to young adults those videos. So like, instead of limited ads, because limited ads is like, yeah, you're only getting like the 18 plus, like, basically just like porn, like adult ads or whatever. or scam ads. Or basically, the bad ads is what that video will get. Like the stuff that they don't care who it goes to, and they'd rather just have the cheapest thing possible. But it's like, I don't know. Are there no brands that don't mind appealing to someone that isn't 7? I don't think anyone like age 20 or something would give a shit, or even think to blame a company when you know, if I watched a video that had fuck in it, it's not like I associate the word fuck with Coca-Cola now or something. It's like I don't even watch the ads if I even see them. I have ad block, to be fair, so I guess I'm not the target demographic. But like, still, I don't know. It feels weird to me to have that all censored in the way they do. It's also really annoying because some creators I've watched, you know, when they were smaller and they didn't censor, eventually they censor their shit to get money, and I'll probably even do the same stuff at some point. If I ever make it super big and I start getting big bucks and I can start making enough to maybe retire after a few years, if that were to ever happen, I might consider self-censoring for like a year or two just to make the money, you know, get the bag and then dip. That's like, it sucks because it's just less nice to watch when it's all weirdly censored like that. When you hear like the YouTube, like the boop, boop, like a fucking truck backing up, the censor noise, you know what I mean? Yeah. Wonder if they're Widow smurfing, they just hit like 2 nice shots at the start. It's really hard to tell a lot of the time. The thing with what I'm doing here is, since I'm in silver and gold or whatever, I can literally play on the complete autopilot. I have not put a single thought into anything I've done this game. It's always just been like, okay, I probably like naturally, I just basically like have an instinct to walk in or not, and I just follow that instinct. Like right here, I'm not thinking, oh, they're right 10-20 health, let me walk in and kill them. It's like I just naturally see the health bar, I see my health bar, and I walk there. Like right now, I probably shouldn't be here, so let's get out of here. But that was like the first conscious decision I've made all game. Where is my team? Why am I the only one over here? Okay. Let's stay by these pillars so you can't pin me as easily. Or at least that was the idea. But I was also sim-walled, so it was like a really unfortunate combo to deal with. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the YouTube monetization censoring stuff. It's just annoying. It's not the end of the world. I mean, to be fair, I'm literally getting money and views from a platform I've given nothing to. Like, YouTube is basically, they're providing the servers, they're promoting my video automatically to people, and like, basically getting my shit out to like a community of people that like, basically just growing my channel for me as long as I upload. And all I'm doing is uploading the videos and hitting the yes button when they ask if I want to monetize my videos. So it's like, I can't really blame too much. Even on the videos all my videos I spend more effort on my main channel, that shit isn't monetized, so like, I don't really care. And those ones are scripted though, so there's gonna be less cursing naturally, because why would you script cursing unless it, you know, has some good comedic effect or something? I don't know. They're just gonna see 9. Yep. I don't know why I wouldn't expect that. That was like standard behavior. Am I dead? Oh, with that brig fucking stun, I definitely am. No, whatever. We got the cap, I don't really mind. I've been looking into getting a little VTuber model thing though, because I think having head movements and like the little mouth moving and stuff can be nice. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. I'd maybe even make a video asking people about that more directly. Because that is a pretty big difference in a video, I feel, having like a little VTuber thingy there. I don't want to do a face cam because, I don't know, I just don't really want to show my face for a multitude of reasons. But I do think face cams make content a lot more entertaining. Like, I'd much rather watch like Boger kill 5 on, I don't know, Mercy, not because he's necessarily more funny than other people. You know, for example, Boger vs Necros, right? Genji main and the Winston player. I don't think any of their content initially is more entertaining, but I think seeing Boger's like facial reactions and stuff, even the really basic stuff, just like cracking a little smile when he says something funny or whatever, I think it adds a lot to the viewability of the content, and I think the same thing would happen here, even if it is a VTuber model. I don't know. I don't really care for the VTuber stuff as much. I've never really watched anyone with a VTuber model. I've either watched people who had raw gameplay or people who had face cams, so I want to find something kind of like that. But there's not really a way to do that unless I were to like use. I have actually looked into this stuff a lot. There's like a AI generated face cam. Maybe I use that stuff, but I had issues setting that up, so I don't really know. We lost this fight. But like, that's a better option because then it's almost like a real human, moving around and stuff. The VTuber's just kind of like, I don't know, some little model in the corner. It feels kind of wrong. But I do remember I used to like, there was this one guy who had a Doge VTuber thing way back in like 2017 before this was all mainstream. He used to like have his character go around the screen and shit. And I like that guy's stuff. So I don't know. It does feel weird to add, but I think it has some real value of like seeing something moving around the screen or whatever. Obviously, it opens the door also to like reaction content, which I think could be pretty fun stuff to make. But I don't really know. I have given this a lot of thought, but I don't actually know a lot of the answers. I just kind of like, I play video games, man. I play video games are recorded. I add back and music behind it sometimes, and I've contacted, for the most part, every thing of music I've used, I've attempted at least to contact the artists behind the music to ask if it's okay to use their stuff. I mean, a lot of the stuff I use deliberately, it's like the non-copyright stuff, because then they've already basically, when you release your music out there and you're like, oh, this is non-copyright music, you're basically telling the whole world, like, okay, you can use my shit. Like, I don't mind. And then every other, not YouTuber, well, I guess they're YouTubers technically, but the music content creators I've contacted. So for me right now, that's Pavlot, and Femtanil is a recent one I just randomly stumbled across. I've emailed them both, like, directly and asked, hey, do you mind if I use your stuff? And they were like, sure, go ahead. And that just feels cool. But that's unrelated to everything I was talking about before this, but I guess it's kind of content related, and I'm just, this is the content episode. Because recently, since I've had to re-upload so many things, and because I've been uploading so much, I've actually looked into making stuff greater quality with less effort. And I found ways to, like I said, I found ways to make the audio generally better for the average listener. There are some edge cases that get worse, but the 90% of viewers get it better. The 10% do get it worse. The people toward the loud end of the spectrum and the lower end of the spectrum. Like if you have your YouTube audio at like 10% or 100%, you're kind of getting fucked with my new audio settings. But if you're anywhere in between, you're having it even better. That's basically how I have it set up right now. Damn, they just fucked up my sim. I just have to keep back in here. What I'd like the sim to think. Zen is so annoying though. Zen is still like the most oppressive motherfucker to fight in Rein. Jesus, man. I know I would have died without Zen Orb, but dying while having Zen Orb on you always feels like it's the Zen's fault. I don't know what it is about it. But yeah, I've been making like the video quality better. Right? Got like the 60 FPS recordings. I've been debating going between like 1080p and 1440p while not fucking up my own gameplay, so my own FPS don't drop super hard or whatever. Because that was a problem I had. I had better looking footage, but it was killing my like in game. I was even talking about it. I was like, oh dude, my game's like 70 FPS right now instead of 160. Not that that's a problem. I played all of season 5 on 60 FPS and 100 ping. So it's not like FPS is really that bad once you get past 60, but when it's changing a lot, like kind of like it is to some degree right now, where it goes between 140 and 160, but not those numbers. When it changes between, let's say, 100 and 130, I think those are better numbers. When it's flicking between those two, it has like a real impact. And it really fucks my performance. Kind of similar thing with ping, actually. It's like, having 100 ping isn't too bad, having 60 ping isn't too bad, but going from 60 ping to 100 ping every single fight is really fucked. And I don't like playing with that. It feels completely awful. So it's kind of a similar thing to that. And for me, with my current computer, I found recording a base 1440p and then scaling it down to 1080p through OBS doesn't hurt my performance too bad, while still looking very solid. Interesting that Curie came back to me there. Rest in peace, Anna, I think. Could not save her there, but I can at least kill the Doom. So hopefully that makes it up. My soldier's visor a 1v1 with a brig. It's kind of base. He's just shooting. He's like, dude, surely someone's gonna fucking show up on my screen. There's gonna be Genji over here, or something like a Doom or something. No doubt, in 5 seconds, I'm sure people will just start appearing out of the blue. I think the enemy team's getting mad at their tank or something, like begging him to go run. Because normally when people swap Doom, they don't swap back. It requires some external factors. Wow, that brig was that low, not brig, that sim was that low. Nice. Much shatter here. I can't tell if they block that or what. I'm on enough latency right now where I genuinely don't know. Unlucky. I misplayed that. That happens. It's all good. But yeah. I don't know. I've been thinking about streaming recently though. I think once I finish these unranked the GMs, I'm gonna start streaming. I'm gonna try to finish this before season 7. I know I only have a week, but I could finish this in a week if I really sit down and do it, like over the weekend. But fucking, I do want to finish this stuff first. But if I do that, I think I'd be doing. Right now, I one trick every season, open queue a new character, get in the top 500 because it makes like a good 30-second little clip, and it's also just it's a cool little thing to achieve. I also like how the Rein and Brig are just on the same wavelength. Like, okay, if we stand here and shield on cart, we'll get some distance, and they're not wrong. They do be getting distance. That Brig will instant death. Right in my supports, I hear Tracer. I didn't see her. But yeah, streaming seems like it'd be fun, and I think I've gotten enough random people to watch my YouTube videos that I could probably convert that to like, I don't know, 5 to 10 people to watch a stream. Maybe I even look into, since I've been looking into streaming more, I've also had to look into how to get people to get to your stream, and it's mainly been people saying like, I'll pull them in through YouTube Shorts. It's like, I hate making YouTube Shorts. I mean, if you look at any of my shorts, they're awful for that same reason. But goddamn. Dude, if Genji gets played for my fucking 5-man shatter there, that was just completely beautiful, I'm gonna be pissed at this Ana specifically. Because if she nanoed me, I could've just killed 5, got another shatter already ready, but instead we used 2 other ults. And we're down 2 other ults, and I only got 10% ult for my nice shatter. Very sad. Time for some trolling if the Rein walks up. I guess even if he doesn't, I could just... Oh... Yeah, that Brig fucked me up. I kind of forgot they had one, I'm not gonna lie. That was very troll of me. Like, I was just gonna pin one of them off the map and maybe go off myself, but I kinda forgot they had a Brig. The Brig is anti-fun. Lifeweaver also another character, very anti-fun. If they have one of those two, you have to be really cautious when you're doing shit like that. Just Brig can counterpin you, and Lifeweaver just pulls them straight out of your pin. I didn't mean to fall there. Mistakes have been made. Yeah, let me just ignore this run. And back to him. Alright, who's left? Team kill. Shattered the flowers, there you go. Yeah, that was, I don't know, I feel this was probably one of the more interesting commentary type videos I've made. It's live commentary, this isn't pre-recorded. I do let you guys know when my shit's pre-recorded. Yeah. But this was, I don't know, I just had a lot to talk about. And I think a lot of it was interesting, at least to me. I know it isn't for everyone, but If you did enjoy, yeah, make sure you leave a like. If you leave comments knowing, like letting me know you enjoyed stuff, that shit does wonders to my mental. Like I've gotten a few comments over the days saying I love watching your stuff, or I love this video, or whatever, or thanks. This was, very straightforward to the point. I really enjoyed it, and reading those comments is just like, it's great. That shit fucking fuels me to keep making this stuff. It's beautiful. If you leave comments like that, I really appreciate you. And even if you don't, though, I do appreciate that you're watching my stuff. Having the numbers go up is always a nice, pleasant feeling. And yeah, either way, hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one.